Hi friends, it's Claire from ScrappyNerdUK and welcome to episode 6, I think it is now, of the cut files. And again, another Paige Evans cut file, which I'll have linked in the description box down below for you. So what I've done here is I'm actually working with the negative part of the cut file. So I'm just trying to explain that I'd actually pulled off the positive part from the mat, left the negative part on, and then I used some transfer tape, which you generally use for vinyl. Before I used the transfer tape though, I stuck it to my jumper to try and take some of the stick off, because otherwise it would have stuck to the card and it would have just ripped. So I stuck it to my jumper to get rid of a lot of the stick, and then I laid it down over the negative part, and then I pulled it all off the mat in one piece, and then this is what I've got. So I've just gone and added some foam to most of the bigger squares, and then I've added wet glue to the smaller ones, and then using the transfer tape I am just going to flip that over and press that down onto my background paper. It's a little bit fiddly to get it all down, especially because I've had two heights where I've used the foam and the wet glue. You'll see here when I go to pull it up, there's bits that just haven't stuck down, the bits that have been glued rather than the foam. So if you're doing it all at one height, I think you'd be okay. But where I've got the two different heights with where it's being attached, it's a little more tricky, but it's fine. I just grabbed my tweezers, and as I pull that transfer tape back, I'm just using my tweezers to keep down those bits that want to come up off the page. And you'll see that I've kept the outer part of the cardstock still with the rest of this, and that is just to help me in case anything moved. That is just to help me be able to kind of line it up back in place if it's one of the edge ones. And there we go. I'm just going to remove that now. And then this is what we have. So there's one that I hadn't added the foam to. So yeah, this is how that turns out, and I think it looks amazing. I love it. And this cut file is it's a Small World building, and it's a Small World in Disneyland, California, which I've been fortunate enough to holiday in, vacation in. And so I've got this photo here from that trip, and I did have it printed at 4x6 with a border, but I just felt it was too big, and I've got another layout that goes with this photo of me on the boat in It's a Small World, and so this here is just another part of that story about that ride. And so I went back and I went and printed it about 3x4, just a little smaller, I think. And then I've gone through I'm actually using my Disney stash for this layout. So I've used a paper there from Echo Park, and I'm using some of these cut apart cards. They've either come from the snap pack that Simple Stories do, or they've come from a cut apart sheet. I think most of them are actually from a cut apart sheet. So I'm just using my scissors to distress the edges. And originally I was going to put the photo cluster up in the top right, just above the cut file, but actually I'll go back to my original plan of popping it on top of the cut file, and I'm going to build my layers above it. And yes, some of the cut file is going to be covered, but you still see most of it, so I'm okay with that. So just added one of those cute paper bow clips from Simple Stories. And then I'm going to add a couple of frames as well. I don't often use these chipboard frames. I'm going to use one actually on the photo, just to help the subject in the photo stand out, because the photo's got the Disney cast member, and if I was to, I wouldn't be able to cut them out without losing part of the building. So I just wanted to highlight the building is what we're looking at, which is incredible. So I did grab out that chipboard world, the globe, because it says the best place in the world, I think. There's glare on it at the moment, and of course, because it's called It's a Small World, I thought that would work really well, but I just couldn't get that title to work, or that piece of chipboard to work for me. So that will soon disappear. But in the meantime, I'm just going through my 12 by 12 sticker sheets, and yes, I know I have loads, but we've done Disney. I think we've done Florida 4 times. We've done California once, and we've done Disneyland Paris. So we've been to Disney quite a few times. So I have lots and lots of Disney photos, and we've got really exciting that we have the Disney cruise coming up as well, the UK staycation one. So even more need for more Disney everything. So yes, don't judge my Disney sticker obsession. Well, actually, my Disney embellishment obsession, to be honest. But it feels great to actually tuck into the boxes of pieces and actually get some of it used up. It's been a while since I've done a Disney layout, so this was fab to get my Disney bits back out. Now I've got this bag of ephemera, and I am trying to not dig in. I've got a few new packs. I'm trying to not dig into those new packs until I've really got through the bulk of this. Because this has been... I get to this stage where I've got the same sort of few pieces left, and I shuffle them around, and I then end up going into a new pack of ephemera and leaving the same old stuff. So I am trying to be a bit more harsher on myself to make sure that I get those bits used up, rather than just going to use the new packs every time. So I'm just using some wet glue here just to stick these layers down. So that was just a couple of pieces of ephemera, that frame and that journaling piece with the black and white polka dots around, but I'm just using those as layering pieces instead. And then I'm going to work on my title now. So as I said, I'm going to give up on the idea of that chipboard piece, and instead I'm just going to use some gold thickers to spell out It's a Small World. And I'm going with one of my favourite techniques for the alignment of the title, and that is to do it wonky, because there is nothing worse than trying to get something absolutely straight. Whereas if it's wonky on purpose and it's meant to look like that, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's not lined up. So, and also I think it adds a bit more artistic flair, let's call it that. So I do prefer having a wonky title over having something that is completely straight. And there we are. So, and then just the last few bits. I mean, this sticker pack is very well loved. So I was extremely surprised to find that I actually had all the letters that I needed, especially having two A's, which I had. So that was perfect. So my title's going to sit there, and then I have a look through. This is the sticker book, the sticker tablet, I think they call it. And there's a couple of round stickers that I'm going to use from here to add into my cluster down the bottom there. And I'm seeing if I could get that blue heart with a red, the blue circle with a red heart on, but that wasn't working. So, we just add this little camera sticker on as well. This sticker tablet is designed for planners, which is great and not so great, because obviously there's quite a lot in there that is not designed for scrapbooking, but there's also plenty that is. So I can make it work for both my planner and also my scrapbooking. So I'm going to go back to the 12 by 12 sticker sheets, and I need to do some work around that title. It's looking very bare and very empty. So I found this half a Mickey head. So I'm going to add that on up here, and then I'm going to build a cluster around it. So just using those couple of little stars there, and I found some more, so I'm going to add those on just under the title to bring that all in together. And then a couple of little red hearts, and I'm trying to move the colours around the page. So I've got a lot of red, black and yellow. So the traditional colours of Disney are the red, black, yellow and blue is another featured colour as well. And so I'm trying to make sure that everything that I've got in that bottom cluster, I am trying to move those colours up to the top as well. So obviously the blue, not so much, but that red, black and yellow, I do need some more elements of those colours up the top to help tie it all in together. So just having a look through the sticker sheets to see what else I've got on there that I can use. And it's great going through these sticker sheets and actually picking bits and bobs off and getting to the stage where they are nearly used. So I think this sticker sheet that you can just see in the bottom corner, that is very well loved. So it's great to get a few more of those actually used up. And I might do a layout one day where whatever I've got left, I will just use on a background and get those all used up, because yes, I have many sticker sheets for my Disney obsession, but I use them, so that's okay. So I'm going to add this little phrase sticker on as well. I need to move over the L, and then it looked a bit weird, so I just shifted it over a bit more. And then once that's done, I'm now going to have a look for something. I think I then go and have a look for, oh, there you go, some other bits. Actually, there's a couple more stickers, some stars and hearts that I find on the sheets as well. So that little red heart outline, and then there's a couple of stars as well from the same sticker sheet. So there's the yellow that I'm bringing in to bring another pop of yellow up the top there, and then this little red star as well. And then I want to add some oh yes, the balloons. I forgot I went with the balloons in the end as well. So it was just that area just above there was just looking a bit, I don't know, it just needed something. So I decided to have some balloons floating up from my photo cluster as well, because Disney and balloons go together. So next up, I'm going to bring in some dimensional embellishments, and I ordered these from Bramble Fox, which is a company here in the UK. And they are fabulous. I got the stars that match the colours of Disney, and I got the little Mickey heads and the little Minnie heads, or the little mini bows, should I say. So I'm going to use some of these on here just to add some dimension, as if there's not enough already on there with all of the foam under the cut file, but just another added embellishment that isn't paper based, I suppose, sticker based. So I'm going to add this Mickey head, and I've gone ahead and stuck all of those stars down, and then I'm going to pop the Mickey head just above the bow there as well. And this layout is pretty much finished. So thank you very much for joining me today. If you have enjoyed the video, I would appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new to my channel. Leave any comments in the comments section down below. And if you decide to give this technique a try and share it on social media, then be sure to tag me in so I can see. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.